Angels are of one body, which is celestial, as we read here, or as we can read here. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one and the glory of the terrestrial is another. So you have the angels that have celestial bodies, and you have men on the planet that have terrestrial bodies, which means bodies of the earth. Angels have bodies of the heavens. It's two different total makeups. They won't get together and have sex with each other because the angels don't have sex. You know? So it's a total fabrication of these different nations. And it's a total fabrication. Really, it's a total fabrication of this guy Sitchin. You know, Zachariah Sitchin. Because he's trying to push that New Age order. It says, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth. When you go back to the 5th chapter of Genesis, it shows you the line of Adam. You know, you had Adam, then you had Seth, and Enos, you know, all the way down to Lamech, to Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. You know, so these, when you go back to the chosen line of Adam, all the way down to Noah, those were the sons of the Most High. That the sons of God, or the sons of the Most High, saw the daughters of men, that they were fair. Basically, you had these men that were of the chosen line, saw the women of the other nations, and they started dealing with them. Because remember, back then, they were small in number, you know, so that's why the Most High was keeping everything tight. That's why the Lord told Abraham, and then he told Isaac not to get their sons, daughters of Canaan, of that land, but go to your kin, those that were closely related to you, and get wives from them, so that the seed can remain pure. You know, so it says that the sons of the Most High saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. So now let's deal with this term, the sons of the Most High. You know, you could in the very same Old Testament, this can be proven. This is the book of Exodus 4:19 down to 23. And the Lord said unto Moses in Midian, Go return into Egypt, for all the men are dead which sought thy life. And Moses took his wife and his sons, and set them upon an ass, and he returned to the land of Egypt. And Moses took the rod of the Most High in his hand. And the Lord said unto Moses, When thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thine hand, but I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, Thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say unto thee, Let my son go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn. So basically the Most High saying that Israel is the Most High's son. Which right here, as we read, the sons of the Most High saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. Now, when you look at the book of Genesis 6:2, and you read where it says sons of the Most High, right here in the Hebrew it says Banya Ha Alahayim, sons of the power, or sons of the Most High. So that's what it means, because the Most High created them. The Most High set them apart, you know. So they were close to him. That the Israelites are close to the Most High. We're close to the Most High. All right. So now, all right. So now, when you go back here, that the sons of the Most High saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. That's what happened. That chosen line of Adam started dealing with the women of the other nations. It says, And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. His days shall be 120 years. That's when the lifespan started being cut down. Because when you read again in the 5th chapter, it tells you that men lived 900 years, 800 years, 700 years. You know? So after this incident here, the Most High started chopping the years down. Then when you read Genesis 6:4, it says there were giants in the earth in those days. But before we get to that, let's get to a couple more scriptures dealing with the sons of the Most High. This is Romans 8:14. For as many as are led by the Spirit of the Most High, they are the sons of the Most High. For you have not, see, so it says, for as many as are led by the Spirit of the Most High, which are who? Israelites. They are the sons of the Most High. So now when you go here to the book of Romans, the 8th chapter, Romans the 8th chapter and the 14th verse says, for as many as are led by the Spirit of the Most High, they are the sons of the Most High. When you read the Greek, is huios, theo, or theos, all right, which is sons of the Most High. Here you have huios, which is, with the definition for huios is son of God, used to describe Adam. As you read on down, in the Old Testament, used of the Jews. In the New Testament of Christians. This is all Israelites. So basically the term sons of God or sons of the Most High is not talking about the angels. Although you do have certain instances in the scriptures where the Most High does call the angels his sons. But in this case, it's talking about the actual Israelites. Okay? So now let's go from there to the book of St. John. We're going to go to the book of St. John, chapter 1, verse 12. It says, but as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of the Most High, even to them that believe on his name. So these are who? The disciples and the men that came after them that believed in Yahushua and his name through also through the disciples. So now what do you have here in the Greek? Tekna theo, or theos. So tekna, right, which comes from the Greek word teknon, right, in the Strong's Greek 5043, means offspring, children, child, a male child, a son. Metaphorically, as you read on down, it says children of God in the Old Testament of the people of Israel, as especially dear to the Most High. In the New Testament, in Paul's writing, also all who are led by the Spirit of the Most High and thus closely related to the Most High. So basically, these are the sons of the, when the scriptures speak about the sons of the Most High, it's talking about the Israelites. Back then, when you go back to Genesis the 6th chapter, the Israelites were not created yet, but you had the chosen line, the chosen seed that came through Adam, which later came down through Noah, down into Shem, down into Arphaxad, all the way down the line to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whose Jacob's name was changed to Israel. And that's where the chosen seed stopped, right there. That's where the chosen line stopped, you know, with the children of Israel, which are the sons of the Most High. All right. So now when you deal with when you go back to Genesis, the 6th chapter and the 3rd verse, or should I say, let me just go back to the top. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, just talking about the chosen line of Adam, and daughters were born unto them. I'm sorry, that was just the nations in general. And the daughters were born unto these other men. Because remember, you had the line of Cain, which is the sons of the wicked. You know, then you had the line of Adam, which from the line of Adam you had the Adamites, you know, which is the chosen line of the chosen of the Most High. Then you had the other nations that came out there, which were which are the sons of men. You know, then you have the sons of the power, or the sons of God, which are the chosen line of the Lord. You have the sons of the wicked, and you have the sons of men, which are the other nations. It says that the sons of the Most High, which are the chosen line of Adam, saw the daughters of men, which are the other nations, that they were fair, they looked good, and they took them wives of all which they chose. They started popping them. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. So they were at a certain stature, they lived for a certain amount of years. You know, they were they were high, they were exalted. That's why it says there were giants, and then it says there were giants in the earth in those days. It says, and also after that, when the sons of the Most High came into the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. So now this term giant, when you go into the Hebrew of that term giant,